Alright, so I finally have a fucking god roll for my Vermisplicer that I have been rolling for a fucking while now. It ended up being the same thing for me as it ended up being with the Tomb Finger and also with the Spore Lacer, where I just ended up having to roll it basically 100 times. Which I'm not really good at math, but that is a lot of fucking Cuba. So I finally got a good roll. I finally got a god roll, which I consider this a god roll, even though a lot of people might not. But I finally got a roll where I can at least say that I have a god roll, which is as close to a god roll that I can get it, as I said right now, which is a crit chance and crit damage ribbon. I even got a negative puncture damage, so I actually have a boosted crit chance stat. So that's actually pretty decent, but you know, of course you would want to get multi-shot or something like that there, but whatever, man, I got fucking something. I was just not going anywhere with this, but I finally got it. So let's check out the build real quick. So the build is pretty much the same as I had it before. The only thing is we have gotten rid of the, I think it was armaments for the Riven. And as I said before, with the Vermisplicer, you want to have status because it is a beam weapon, and beam weapons are like kind of really good at spreading status effects. So that's why we have high voltage and malignant force here to kind of bump up the status up a little bit. Now, even though it's only like 37%, but I think even 37% of status is pretty decent too. And then we have amalgam serration. Of course, you can change that to normal. Split chamber, heavy caliber, point strike, vital sense, and then of course the Acrycron, I think, where you do have crit chance, crit damage, and negative puncture, which is whatever. Honestly, it doesn't really do much. It just boosts the crit chance a little bit more to like 80% or something. And then you can run Pack Seeker on this, which by the way, it actually kind of works pretty well. As I've kind of like said before, like it kind of works out pretty well. So yeah, that's basically the build. Now, as you can imagine, in testing, it is pretty good. I mean, it's as good as it could be, honestly. You have a lot of crit chance. You have very good status capabilities with the beam weapon. Of course, speaking of beam weapon, this also has a lot of capability for like killing like a crowd of enemies. Now the only thing with the crowd of enemies has to be the fact that you can't really headshot them. If you can headshot, like a single target damage is pretty good on this, like amazing. But because of the fact that like it just kind of, you know, steers your shot away from the head, so you kind of end up not doing headshot damage. But even with that, I mean, 134% crit chance at like 6.5 times crit multiplier, you're pretty much good to go. So you don't really have to worry about, I guess, not killing enemies. You're gonna kill enemies no matter what. I guess the only thing that I would like to change about my Vermisplicer ribbon has to be like maybe I want to get a little bit more damage on here, because the damage itself, I took it in Steel Path and it's pretty decent. You know, as you can see, it's not bad. It's definitely really good. Probably is going to be enough to like go through Steel Path or anything else other than that. But the reason that I would want to get a little bit more multi-shot in there, so maybe I can get a little bit more damage, maybe an elemental, maybe anything. But honestly, getting one of these perfect guard rolls is like 100, like a million to one chances. So it's like you're not gonna get that. It's crazy chances to get one of those rolls. But at least I got like a crit chance, crit damage roll, which was like a lot harder to get for me. But yep, I finally have it. Finally have the Vermisplicer ribbon. Actually, there was like a Nightwave. Isn't there like a Nightwave thing where you can get like kick gun ribbon? So it's actually pretty. It's probably not gonna be that hard to get a Vermisplicer ribbon now. By the way, I mean I bought this from somebody, I think on the like pretty recently, like a few weeks ago or something. I don't even know, a few weeks ago, but it might have been a month ago, right? So right now, Vermisplicer ribbons might be actually cheaper because everybody has a kicking ribbon mod now. So you could probably open one up and have like a chance of getting a Vermisplicer ribbon or a Spore Lacer ribbon, which are like two very good amazing weapons. So yeah, that's basically you know, the Vermisplicer Acricron, I think. Yeah, and that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, the video. And yeah, that's it. I will see you in the next video. Bye. Alright.